just doing a closing update on gold. We've had the short position on since 12.90. We're still in it. There's still no reason to be out. We keep saying that the market's got to close over these little daily bullish levels each day to reverse out of this trend. It still hasn't happened. Now we have put in some closing daily support. The market's back tested last week's close and failed. As we work through each of the charts today, we'll get to the stop loss for today. Here's our two bullish and bearish levels for the day. So the upper level's 1254.5 and the lower level is 1245.11. So looking at the structure of the gold market at the moment, if we look at these studies below, here's our up and down trends. So in terms of the uptrends, you've got 60-minute and 120-minute uptrends in place, and on the downside, you have 60-minute and daily trends in place to the downside. So it's a fairly neutral trend right now in the short term. What is interesting, however, is the mean reversion process that's going on at the minute. So if I add that in, this gives us a little bit of insight. So each of these colors represent time. Yellow's weekly, pink's monthly, orange is annual, quarterly is brown. And so we're obviously coming into next month's quarter. So next month we've got the new quarter and the new month. So while we see gold here, this monthly level is acting as support. Well, next month this pink line is going to flip up to here, and similarly that means it's going to act as resistance. And similarly, this quarterly level down here is going to move up and move to that level there. So right now, as we come into the month of July, when we open up in July, we're going to have this enormous weight above gold. So that means that gold needs to shake a leg here and get back up above these levels in the next week to avert what's likely to be a bigger sell-off in gold. So look, any more failure basically from this level here lower is going to cement this weight above into the new month and the new quarter. So we'd really like to see gold sort of back above, back above some of these 1278 levels come the end of June to keep moving higher. Otherwise, it's looking like it's going to go a lot lower. In terms of okay, there's our a weekly chart of gold. You can see monthly resistance there at 1269 and weekly support down here at 1227.8. What's interesting is we do have rising quarterly support at the highest time frame down there at 1152, so that'd be a solid base for gold. We do think gold is moving higher on a yearly basis. We move down to the short-term chart. Okay, so for today, stop is going to be above here for our short position that we've been in since 12.90. On the downside, you've got some key levels down here at sort of around 12.41, which corresponds with our yesterday's daily bearish. So gold is an interesting point here. We just need a bit more evidence to see whether we do have the market is turning from that low, in which case we'll be out above here, or if it breaks down again, then that it's really quite bad for gold. And on the downside, I think the levels 12.14 is one of the old lows that we need to observe. If I come back here, yeah, there it is there. If we start taking out that level on a weekly basis, then gold's in big trouble and probably heading back down to 1152. So I hope that helps.